Well, ahoy there, mateys. I'm Mr. Grant. Welcome to sixth grade math. Quick note, we are going to be moving really fast. We're going to cover an entire year's worth of sixth grade math to get you ready for seventh grade, but we have to do it in a half a year. So it's very important that whenever you need help or whenever you have a question, you make sure to get help. Don't fall behind. Try to keep up. We have a nice calendar and everything's all scheduled out. As long as you stick to the schedule and ask for help, you're going to do just fine. So first, let me introduce you to our Google Classroom page. So this is us. We are semester 3, math 6. That's me. This is the class code to join if you've not already joined. And these are the times that you'll be joining us for our live sessions. So on the Google Classroom page, if you click on the Meets link, it'll open up our Meets and you can meet us. There we go. So these are the times you'll be joining us: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we're going to talk about what your math class will look like. So first of all, for our live sessions, which will be about 20 minutes, we will not be learning new material. What? How can we do math without learning new material? Well, you will learn new material, but we will not cover it during live time. So our 20 minutes of live time will be to kind of set you up for the day. It will be to answer any clarifying questions that you have. We'll be doing some activities to get to know each other. We'll be doing activities to practice math, but all of your new learning will happen using what are called Edpuzzles. Some of you might have used these before. So on our Google Classroom page, under the Classworks tab, you'll see this learning pathway. Now, it's very important that you open up the learning pathway every day, including Wednesdays, because it has all of the links and everything that you will need to access all of our material. Now, I'm also going to post the video links on here, but it's best to access them through the learning pathway. So every day after our live session, which again lasts about 20 minutes, you will go directly to Edpuzzle and you will watch an Edpuzzle video. Now, that video will contain lessons for the math that we're going to cover that day. So most of the videos are between 4 to 12 minutes. And it's good to take notes, and you will be asked questions while you're watching the videos. So it's important to pay attention while you're watching them. And that will be covering all of the material you'll need for math that day. Now, as soon as you're done with the Edpuzzle, there will be an assignment tied to that Edpuzzle. So the assignment is in Big Ideas. So Big Ideas is a math curriculum that we use. It's all online. And when you log into Big Ideas, under the Assignments tab, it will list what you have to do. Usually, I will give you two options. There will usually be a mild option and a spicy option of the same assignment. You have to do one of those. You don't have to do both. So the mild option is basically kind of the standard. This is what you need to know for that assignment. The spicy is usually a little more challenging. If you decide you want to do both of them, I'll give you the higher score between the two. But again, you only have to choose one. If you are falling a little bit behind, your past due assignments will show up here in the Overdue tab. It's super important that if you complete overdue work, you need to send me an email. Otherwise, your score will not be updated in Skyward. You can also access assignments you've completed under the Reports tab. So you won't see much right now because we haven't done anything. But if you go to the Reports tab, it'll show assignments that you've completed, and it'll show you the scores you've received on those assignments that you've completed. So again, we'll watch an Edpuzzle. That's where you're going to be doing most of your learning. You'll then practice on Big Ideas, and we will only use Google Classroom for communication, for posting all the assignments and upcoming things. You will not use Google Classroom Gradebook because I don't use Google Classroom Gradebook. So Big Ideas does not talk to Google Classroom. So your grades for Big Ideas will be taken directly from Big Ideas. So again, we will not use the Google Classroom Gradebook. It is pointless. If you want to see your actual progress, you're going to do that through Skyward. Okay, so all of your grades will be entered into Skyward, usually about 2 days after a due date. Or you can check your progress real time on Edpuzzle or on Big Ideas. So now let's go back to that learning pathway I was talking about. So every day, your first thing you should do for math is open up the learning pathway. And it's basically the plan for the week. And I will post these on Friday for the following week. So this is what we're going to be doing this week. This is week 1 of this term. It's best to open this and go to present. So check it out in presentation mode, and this way the links will work nicely. So the first page will be the announcements. Important announcements for the week will show up on this page. The second slide is the week overview. So pretty much everything you need for the week will be on this one slide right here, but I do break it down into individual days as well. Wednesday, even though we don't have live sessions, you will be required to do an attendance survey. Anything that's underlined in green, when you click on it, it opens up directly whatever that thing is. So like for the attendance survey, you click on this on the learning pathway and it opens up the attendance survey. When you click on Big Ideas, it will open up your Clever login to Big Ideas. I've already logged in through Clever, so it'll take me directly to Big Ideas. So all of your links will show up here. So when you need to watch the Edpuzzle video, you click on this, it'll open up Edpuzzle and take you right to that video that you need to see. If you want to see kind of individual breakdowns for the day, so let's say for Tuesday, I click on this. Well, it was supposed to take me to Tuesday, but I haven't linked to the wrong slide. Here we go. So this is what we're doing on Tuesday. So this slide tells you announcements for the day, what you need to come to class with, what we're going to cover in our learning targets for that day, and then it'll tell you what our live time and our on your own time looks like here. And also individual kind of checkpoints of what you should be doing that day. Now, the last slide on our slideshow is the resource slide. This one is super important. So let's say that you watch the Edpuzzle, you're working on Big Ideas, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, there's different ways you can get help. So one is, well, maybe you need to rewatch the videos. So if you want to rewatch the videos, you can go to the resource slide, click on the TV, and it'll open up a YouTube playlist of those videos. Okay, or since we already covered this math the first half of the year, if you want to watch the videos that I created for last term students, you can click on the clock and it'll open up a YouTube playlist of the videos I created for the same material for last term. If you like to use textbooks, now you can pick one up from the school. We actually do have hardcover textbooks you can pick up. Or you can click on the little book here and it'll open up a printable PDF version of the textbook. This has all of the material that's covered on the Edpuzzles, but for some of you, it's a little easier to see it in textbook form than it is to watch on Edpuzzle. So that is another resource. Clippy here, if you click on Clippy, it will open up Flipgrid. So I have created a Flipgrid, and it's called You've Got Questions, We've Got Answers. It's taken me a little while to log in here, so that's fun. So anyway, when you open up this Flipgrid, it'll take you eventually right to this right here. So if you've got questions, you can hit record a response and you can ask your question on Flipgrid. No one else can see it except for me. So I'll get a little email saying, hey, somebody submitted a Flipgrid question, and then I can answer your question directly on Flipgrid. So again, nobody else can see these except for me. You can also shoot me an email if you need some help. There's some printable practice sheets right here. So if you click on the little practice makes perfect, it'll open up a practice handout for all of the material for the chapter we're doing. If you click on the Mrs. Rude help, it will open up the Google slide that has all of Mrs. Rude's current times where she is available to help you out. And if you click on the here, it'll take you directly to her Zoom ASC help page. So she is an excellent resource, especially when I am not available. So you can also get help by clicking on this little computer dude. So if you click on this, and this is also accessible to your parents who do not probably have a school login. So this is accessible to anybody. And this is basically another version of our book, but it has other things in addition. So it has like little scavenger hunts, has little games throughout. So if we're doing chapter 1, you click on it, and this is a digital version of chapter 1. It also has a little thing for like study help and the review, practice test, and a bunch of other things. So that's another great resource if you need a little extra help. If you need to know how to take screenshots, so let's say you're working on something and you want to screenshot it and email it to me, click on little Pirate Kitty, and Pirate Kitty will show you how to take screenshots and also how to upload to Google Classroom if you need to upload to Google Classroom. And then again, the syllabus is right here, so you can click on that and it'll open it up, and this will tell you all about our class and what we're going to be covering. And again, if you have any questions or you need any help, feel free to shoot me an email at douglas_grant@lkstevens.wednet.edu. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. I'm looking forward to this term. I hope you are too. And I'm looking forward to getting to know you. All right. Welcome, Pirates. I will see you in our next live session. Arr!